Okay, someone said, how did I have the idea of the concept for the video? So I had the idea, I was jamming with Rajat, and we were thinking of doing something out of the box, something like artistic, where visuals will help you interpret the emotions and the stories instead of actually doing the story in your face. So through the costume, through the makeup, through the lighting, through the background, through the dance moves, all that would depict the emotions of every stage of heartbreak. Like the stage 1 of heartbreak would be, you know, you're on cloud 9, you're innocent, you don't know what's happening, someone's hurting you, you can't come, you know, you can't understand the feelings that are happening to you. You're so innocent, you're so pure, you're so in love. And when you feel like all the walls are shattering down, it's like you feel like, why was I so stupid? Why was I so naive? And how could I let someone do that to me? And you look at yourself when you were in that lovey-dovey zone, you're like, wow, I was so dumb. And you feel so angry. That anger can become so toxic. So that's that. Going from that, so Mother Mary was kind of the idea I had in my head, with that white long gown and that headpiece, and almost like that divine kind of look in the face. And even the hand movements and all that it was all in the body language.
Right.
So that for me signified innocence and purity. And a lot of us, especially when we have our first love, we're really pure and we're really innocent.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Almost virgin-like.
Yeah.
And then when that wrong person knocks at that door and destroys your that innocence, you can really go into a dark space and a very toxic space, which is why I switched over from that Mother Mary kind of vibe to that Black Swan vibe. So obviously there was a lot of inspirations taken from a lot of places. But you know that first shot where I'm just sitting there in that white big background? Yeah. So that symbolizes when someone abandons you. When you feel abandoned.
Interesting.
Yeah, and alone. It's such a fragile moment, and you can still feel abandoned and fragile, but also angry at the same time. Like you want that person to pay back. That person needs to pay the price for what they made you feel. So that's ego. You know, your ego can really hurt at a time like that. So that's why even the look in the eyes was like, yeah, you know what? You're going to pay. You're going to regret this. So it's not like, you're going to regret this. It's you're going to fucking regret this.
You're going to regret this, bitch.
So that was the mental state. And that's what I wanted to emote. It's not evil. It's just toxic. It's just dark. And everybody who's hurt and feels played goes through that stage mentally. But coming out of that stage, which is why we did that dance performance with the band, and I was wearing nude. Like, notice the colors we use.
Oh, right, the nude. We can talk about the nude. Yeah.
So the nude, that's neutral. That's like you don't want to be a part of that space anymore. You want to let go of the past. You want to break through the emotional baggage. You want to be a brand new you. You want to move forward. But sometimes moving forward can be hard. You know what I mean? That's why those bandages would like pull back.
Yeah.
That's why I did that back bend. You know what I mean? It's like suddenly, oh fuck, you know? But even that dance with the fireworks in the back, that's self-liberation. That's you moving on. That's you realizing that you're so much better, that you are better alone than with a person that could hurt you.
Yeah. What a moral of the story.
Like yeah. So even in the end, there's a shot of me back in that Mary, Virgin Mary kind of look. The background is not black anymore. It's white.
Oh.
There's a switch in that too. So even the lighting that RD did.
Fuck, I love what you guys did.
Shout out to RD, our DOP. If you notice the lighting, it really tells a story without any. I could just stand there, and that lighting can tell you what's going on.
Yeah.
Which is what I wanted.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That's sick. That's so. Oh my god, I didn't realize how much thought went into that part right there to show the difference of that.
Yeah, even the dancers, like shout out to the dancers, all of them, they were so amazing. The way they moved, it also
amazing.
depicts an emotion. It depicts an emotion of like complication and struggle, and you know, it's within like the journey of heartbreak, there's beauty and there's pain. You know, it's also dark. So it's not a horror music video. It's just an artistic approach to heartbreak and love and struggle and pain. And if you watch it again, you'll understand it better. But it is a complete different take on how a music video usually done in India, and I'm very proud of that, and I want to keep
No, I'm really
that.
proud of that too. I love that. You have to push
Yeah.
the envelope there. You have
No,
to.
definitely. I'm all about pushing the envelope. I'm not someone who comes on set and comes on camera and just performs and goes home. I gotta be
No way.
in
I've
it.
seen that. Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta be a part of like the creative steps, the costume, the makeup. Shout out to Marcelo, how he did the looks.
Oh, we have to talk about Marcelo's like involvement in this, because I mean the looks are iconic. Let's not get away from the whole the Mary look, the swan look. Like the looks were so iconic. I mean, first of all, how long did it take you to even like wear that black swan outfit?
That took
Was that
forever
hard to get into?
including the feathers. And do you notice how the feathers look very fragile and thin?
I did. Yeah, yeah.
Even
No,
on the spine.
yeah.
So that signifies like, you know, you're in a very fragile state. You know what I mean? It's not a nice state to be in, but the crown is still there, reminds you that you're still a queen.
Yeah. Oh.
That's my ego. Do you understand? So that crown being black is like, even though you're fragile in a toxic state of mind, your ego makes you become in that dark space of mind. And that crown being black is a representation of ego. And ego's never a good thing. Ego's
never a good thing.
Yeah, definitely. So yeah, pretty much.